or Iglesia ni Cristo.
And hello, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of INCRadio, Silicon Valley, California. I'm Brother Glean. I'm from the locale of Salinas, and welcome back to another episode. And joining with me today is a very wonderful panel.
Yes. Super excited. We can tell that we're very excited to have this episode because we have very wonderful panelists that's be joining us today. Starting with our handsome brother, we have brother. If you can introduce yourself,
Yes, I'm Brother Michael Snelia from the local of San Jose.
and then our lovely sister, if you can introduce herself.
Hello, everyone, to another night of INC Radio, Silicon Valley, California. I'm Sister Nikki Molina from the local of San Jose. And last but not least, who else do we have on our show this evening?
Another handsome brother.
Brothers, three. Okay. Well, thank you. I'm Brother Miguel Jimenez. I'm very happy to be hosting here today. But for today's episode, we are going to be talking about something very interesting.
Yes.
We actually had two episodes prior to that. We had a part 1 and a part 2. And if you know what the episode is about, comment. I'm pretty sure it's on the thumb screen.
Yes.
But for our episode today, we're going to be talking about utilizing AI.
Yeah. Your brother Miguel, as you can see from me a few minutes ago, I was so excited. I was choking on my words.
Actually, yes, it's okay, Brother Glenn. We're actually in the local congregation of Mountain View. So shout out to local congregation of Mountain View for hosting us. And before we kind of start off, we're going to read off some comments.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be able to give them some shout outs. Hello, Paul. Hello, all. Thanks for joining our program. Please don't forget to like. And this is from our Silicon Valley KSKP.
This is from my mom. From Sister Glenda Ramos, hello to all the ministers, especially to Ka Noel and Ka Jason. Hi, Mom.
And then I see another brother, Brother Dylan. Hi, Ate Nikki. Ate Nikki. And then we also have other shout outs, Paul. We have shout outs from Sister Irene. Hello to the host, panelists, and INC radio crew. Thank you, Sister Irene, for commenting. But before we kind of start things off, we're going to be talking about why are we talking about this?
Yes.
Why are we utilizing AI and why it could be useful for our everyday lives? So for the question that I wanted to ask all of us and even the chat, what are your uses that you like to use for AI in our everyday lives? We'll start off with you, Brother Michael. What do you use AI for?
Well, for me, I use it actually for food recommendations.
Because the food
Yes.
recommendations.
Yes, I mean, I think living here in Silicon Valley, you have so many businesses and so many restaurants to try that you don't know which one to try sometimes.
Mhm.
And yes, we have Yelp, we have Google Maps. I started using actually ChatGPT to get a more precise like decision of what I want. So if
Oh,
I'm
okay.
craving like Mexican food in this area of the city, I can say, hey, ChatGPT, is there any new places I haven't tried yet?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's really cool. I never actually heard about using AI to do food recommendations. I know that we usually, or at least for me, I usually use like things like Yelp or even other social media platforms. But I know that ChatGPT and other platforms like Google Gemini is very nice because it customizes what you're looking for. And Sister Nikki, what about you? What do you use AI for? And then why do you use it?
Yes, so I'm not exactly from the area. I'm from Seattle, Washington State, but now here to work here in the Silicon Valley, California. And it's really nice for me to look up on Yelp or even Instagram. But yes, it's really easy to open up any AI tool and just type in, hey, where can I eat on a Friday night that's not as busy?
Mm.
And I'm hoping it's Asian food, or I can say, where can I go that's less populated and maybe a little quiet? And it'll definitely give you options, and those are always really fun to have.
Ah, I see. And then what about you, Brother Glean? What is your thoughts on
Actually, I wanted to touch up on an app you mentioned earlier, Brother Miguel. I believe apps like Yelp and various other apps are slowly integrating AI
that?
into
Definitely,
their
yes.
things. Like Yelp, so maybe you can ask him for various like food recommendations,
Mhm.
right? So as a part of like Silicon Valley, like the beating heart of technology throughout the world, right?
Yeah.
As AI slowly starts getting integrated in more of the technology we use, I
Mhm.
feel like it's appropriate we learn more about it to integrate it in our lives, right?
Yes, yes, 100%. That's true. And I think it's important because these technologies are not going away. I know
Yes.
that you both are working in the very, very technical roles.
Yes.
And we also have a lot of brethren that is joining us today. And even those that live in Silicon Valley, they all work within the tech field or even have some sort of support. So it's all the more we should learn how to utilize the tools that's been given and developed that's in our home backyard.
And
So,
live chat, don't
yeah.
forget, if you have any unique ways that you have integrated AI in your guys' lives, feel free to drop them in the live chat.
Yes, yes, yes. So I know that we always love to talk about food, but I think we can always talk about food and also talk about how we utilize AI in order to search up food. I love that you brought that up. So I was wondering, what are the types of food that you like to eat out at and you like to go for on like a Friday night or so, something like that? I was wondering, just a quick answers. What type of food do you like to eat on a Friday night?
Oh, I love Mexican food.
Oh, Mexican
Yes.
food.
Tacos,
Oh, yeah.
quesadillas,
Ah.
burritos. Yes. How do you, Brother Miguel? What do you like?
Oh man, I love pho.
Pho. It's
Yeah,
simple.
a staple,
It's a
staple,
staple.
staple, especially in San Jose. What about you, Sister Nikki?
I like to get bowls, so like salad bowls or burrito bowls.
Oh, very healthy.
Yeah.
Very healthy. Very healthy.
Real quick for me, a lot of my friends and I like chicken spots, especially spicy chicken spots.
Mm.
I know there's a lot of good recommendations in the area, so maybe ask a AI chatbot near you for some chicken spots.
Yes, yes. I know Mountain View. If you're from Mountain View, you already know the restaurant that we're thinking about. Starts with the C, ends with the G. Somebody can drop it in the chat. Maybe that would be a great recommendation. So, what we have prepared today is actually something really interactive and something that we love to really bring out.
Yes.
So we actually, Brother Glean was really grateful enough to develop a presentation actually utilizing different AI modules that helps develop with the type of prompt or the type of food that you're looking for given the certain circumstance or whatnot. We'll be able to, if Kuya Tech can post that.
Yeah, as Brother Miguel was saying, we thought it'd be an interesting part of our broadcast to use prompts or questions you can ask AI chatbots to create simple routines or simple itineraries, plans, maybe with friends or family that like we can use. The two AI chatbots we use are ChatGPT and Google Gemini.
All right, all right. Let's go through one of the routines and the part of the schedules that we're able to develop with Chat and Google Gemini. So this is the first prompt. Can you create me a simple plan going to the park this Saturday afternoon in San Jose? Also include 2 to 3 milk tea drink recommendations within the area.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this AI said here. All right, so ChatGPT.
Wow.
Wow, if
Dang.
ChatGPT gave
Really
out a
detailed.
really detailed itinerary. Brother Michael, why don't you touch base on that?
Yes. So as you can see here, the first thing is 12 p.m. at Kelly Park. 1 p.m. was that say visit a Japanese friendship garden. Sister Nikki, I'd like to pass the next one to you.
Yeah, so it looks like it's really good in giving this whole itinerary of spots that are next to each other. And then it kind of gives you the type of food and drink that they want to recommend. And I know I've heard of Dr. Ink. And so
Yeah.
I would
Yes.
say that I agree with ChatGPT. So that would be a likable spot.
Yeah. So that's what ChatGPT was able to produce. Let's see what Google Gemini says. All right. So if he sees Google Gemini, it also says Keller Park. It also said some other different, actually a little bit different, but similar recommendations.
It actually gave you some recommendations for other parks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, other
Oh,
parks. Yes. And I see for the milk tea recommendations, we see Teaspoon and then 7 Leaves. Those are actually really good
yes,
recommendations.
yes,
Yes, really great for milk tea. And then if we can go to our next prompt,
Yeah.
if Sister Nikki, can you read that off for
Yes.
us?
So our next prompt here for everyone is, can you create me a simple routine of a brunch hangout with my friends at 1:30 p.m.? I'm also going to go to a nearby bookstore by 4 p.m. and I have Bible study at 7:30 in Mountain View this Saturday. My budget is $100.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and see what our answers to this prompt are.
Actually, before we continue, shout out to Brother Michael. He gave out that idea earlier. Yes.
Yes, so budgeting with the AI. So what ChatGPT said, they gave us an estimate on the top of $50 to $65.
Yes.
And you're able to see you're able to read off the different itinerary options and different places to go. And then let's see what Google Gemini says. All right, so with Google Gemini, it doesn't show the price tag, which is a little bit
Mhm.
not there. But if you can see on the details, it does give a very, very good detailed option
Yes.
and places to go, and even places that should be affordable within that $100 budget.
A little bit more straightforward compared to ChatGPT.
Yes,
But maybe
yes.
if that's your cup of tea, if you like a little bit more simple itineraries compared to like ChatGPT earlier, maybe use Google Gemini or whatever AI chatbot you feel is appropriate for your lifestyle and your preferences.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And I wanted to add that I don't know if most people know this, but you're allowed to say, "Can you give me another option?"
Yeah.
And it can
yes.
submit another search for you, and then you could say, "Oh, you know what? Maybe I like this better." But I think
Mm,
sometimes people seem to be hesitant to ask AI to help them plan
mhm.
because it kind of feels finite. But it's
Yes.
definitely not scary, and it's definitely just options presented to you in a more efficient way. And if you're trying to present that to other people, sometimes people are visual and want more options rather than just one or two.
You know, Sister
Yes.
Nikki, Brother Miguel actually touched upon that a little bit earlier in our broadcast. We actually have broadcasts regarding AI in our SBC podcast. So feel free to check out on the YouTube channel our topics regarding AI, how to use it properly.
Mhm.
If you guys remember Brother Ian.
Yes, yes, yes.
Shout out Brother Ian, by the way.
Hope you're doing well,
Uh,
brother. Ian.
yeah. And he sort of gives you a little bit of what to expect from AI, how to use it properly, and not use it with a grain of salt, if I'm quoting him correctly.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, if you ever feel a little bit worried, always we'll be able to hopefully check out those episodes that was filmed previously. And kind of want to transition to, I guess I wanted to ask everybody is, how have you used AI to get suggestions to eat when you are going through have a busy schedule? I know that when it comes to us, we have a very, very busy schedule. Have you ever utilized putting your schedule in AI and then it helps you figure out options to or places to go?
Oh, yeah, I can start. So yeah, pretty much what I do is pretty much what Brother Green has mentioned, that you can give it certain times. Like I start work at this time, I want to go on lunch on this time, and then after work I get off at this time.
Mhm.
So pretty much what you can also do is say, hey, ChatGPT or Google Gemini, can you take into consideration traffic? Because I know traffic here is big,
Oh
especially during
yeah,
rush
wow,
hour.
yeah.
Yes, so because when people think about making a schedule, sometimes they don't think about traffic.
Mhm.
So if you just give that small little detail to ChatGPT, you can actually take into account like how far you want to travel,
Mhm.
if you want to travel somewhere nearby or far, and then from there you can actually get a good gauge of how long it'll take you to go certain places.
Oh wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Do you have anything to add, Sister Nikki?
Yes, if I can add, Brother Michael said to add those details because honestly, the more specific you are, the more that you can get something catered to the search that you need. So if you
Yeah.
are doing a celebration, or if you're saying, "Oh, I want to go here to congratulate my friend on a new job promotion," knowing those details can give you an ambiance that's probably more lively.
Yes.
Mhm.
But if
Yeah.
you're just looking for an area that maybe it's a little more quieter or maybe less populated, or you can even specify, okay, I don't mind if it's not as popular of a place to go to, then you can be more detailed and have a more curated search for yourself.
I
Yeah.
see, I see.
Actually, you actually reminded me of an ad I saw not too long ago.
Yeah.
It was essentially, I think it was a person prompting AI, hey, I want to go brunch. I want an Italian brunch with my friend,
Mhm.
but the restaurant has to be pet friendly.
That's a good
The
one.
pet,
That's really
Sister
good.
Nikki. Shout out to you. What's your pet name?
I have a pit bull staffy mix puppy named Claire.
Sinclair. Hopefully, yes, yes, that's really important because
Yes.
there's so many different things that we can customize to when it
Yes.
comes to AI, and knowing that you have that ability to do so really can help integrate in a way that is so fruitful
Yeah.
and be able to benefit you, save time, and even get better results based on whatever you need.
Adding those little details like Brother Michael was saying. But for me, I'm sure a lot of us in the live chat, I speak for a lot of us in the live chat, we haven't really used AI yet to make
Mhm.
creating those itineraries. So maybe we can get back to utilizing AI part 2. And maybe some brethren, or maybe even me, have used AI to make a little itinerary, and we can
I
get back to
see, I
that.
see. Other than like developing, schedules and recommendations for food, I know that you both are engineers, and then you guys have a lot of workloads when it comes to whatever projects that you're working on. Have you ever utilized AI in your daily workflow?
For me, actually, if I can like kind of switch the topic a bit,
Mhm.
I use it actually for interview prep.
Oh wow!
So, when I was doing interviews and when I was looking for a job, for those students who are actually like in that phase, since most of them graduate already,
Mhm.
you can actually use AI and ChatGPT, Google Gemini to quiz you on like every day.
Oh
So
wow!
what I did
Wow.
is I told the chat bot I was using, can you send me a 10-question interview question or 10 questions every single day for interview prep?
Oh wow!
So,
That's really
and
cool.
if I want a specific job, say like I want to work at Facebook, I want to work at Google, I actually copy and paste the job description of the position I want
Mhm.
into the chatbot, and from there it can actually give you questions based off of that or based off of that job post.
Oh, that's super, super cool. No, I
Yes.
really like how you use that. You use it in a way that's very helpful when it comes to your job search.
Yes.
How about you, Sister Nikki? Do you have anything that you like to say or add on to that?
Yes, I feel like I kind of search in AI for more random questions than calculated. Sometimes
Uh,
if I'll open it up and say, I'm really feeling sleepy during my lunch. I just had rice and I need to wake up. What can I do?
Mm.
And it'll
oh,
say
okay.
something, just suggest a couple of things really fast, like take a quick stretch or grab a cup of water or drink some coffee. And sometimes I'm not saying I need to automatically do those, but it it's there for you to use as a tool
Mhm.
to your own liking, and it can give suggestions.
Yeah. That's very, very much true. And then I love to read off some comments that was actually talking about AI. So Karina was AI has been very helpful for us for the past activities, right? Sister Jerica and Sister Jessa. Yes, bro. AI is very, very useful. We're even creating different helpful parts for even for church activities. It's very, very useful. And then from Everett, we can use AI for almost anything now, but make sure you validate as AI can hallucinate, invent something new that is not factual. Yes, that is
As Brother
Yes.
Ian said, always fact check and take everything with a grain of salt.
Yes,
I still
yes.
remember that broadcast, Brother Ian. Shout out to you if you're watching.
And then Brother Manuel Padlad, well, shout out to Brethren of Monterey who always support our INCRadio every Friday. Keep up the good work, brethren. Shout out to all of the Monterey brethren that
Yes.
is joining us today.
Very
Hopefully,
friendly.
yes, very friendly. I remember I love Monterey.
Yes.
Yes, I love Monterey. And then Brother Ringer said, I like using for creative suggestions for writing. If you use a prompt using temperature between 0.1 parentheses more deterministic to negative 1.0. I think that's the range. More imaginative with your request.
Specific.
Yes, it's very specific. So you can very much see how specific you can be, but also you can also ask very general questions. But of course, all of this has to be with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up, Brother Miguel, because
Mhm.
I know, with this whole entire AI phase coming in,
Mhm.
most people are kind of scared about what
Mhm.
AI means.
Mhm.
Yes.
And they're scared, that they're going to use their information to use for, other purposes.
Mhm.
But I like to reassure everyone that the way AI works is that whatever you give it, it's going to use. So
Uh-huh.
if you are scared about AI using your information, you can actually give a more general, like we said, Brother Miguel,
Mhm.
more general questions. You don't have to give your information. We're not telling you to, give your, credit card information to
Oh,
ChatGPT
no.
or any bank
Don't do that,
accounts
yeah.
when it comes to financing.
Mhm.
But it's a tool there more than anything. And that with every tool, you have to, like what everyone has been saying, just make sure that you take it with a grain of salt.
I see. That's very, very, very thoughtful of you, Brother Michael. Very insightful. Does anyone else, Sister Nikki, do you have anything you'd like to say about that?
Yes, so we want to keep up with the times, and there are many tools out there to be efficient, to be productive. There's really not enough time in the day, I'm sure, to sleep, eat, do more, be productive, be everywhere all at once.
Mhm.
But using AI, chatbots can help you be productive. It's there as a tool. It's not as a way to possibly control your life or anything or steal your information. If I can give a shout out to the Doman Sill brothers, they actually don't use it often and
Oh,
they
no.
may not plan to, but maybe after this podcast they will.
And maybe
Ah,
they changed their mind.
Maybe they
Yes.
changed
Yes.
their mind. Yes. So yes, I think AI does come with a grain of salt, but also it is a double-edged sword. But if you learn how to utilize it correctly, it is such a huge and helpful tool.
Yes.
Yes. And then we have other comments that we love to read out, some shout outs even. So we have from Sister Raina, hello and good evening, Paul. Also to our district minister, brother Noel Gasman and family, hashtag South San Jose. And then also from Karina, hello and good evening, Paul. Also to our assistant district minister, brother Jason Dulalas and family. Yes, if you have any shout outs that you love us to read, please comment that in the chat and hopefully we'll be able to read those comments and give them those shout outs live.
Yeah.
So
As we kind of tie everything a little bit together, we learned, I'm sure, not just me, for who haven't used AI in creating simple routines yet,
Mhm.
we learned a lot. And as Brother Miguel said earlier, a very fruitful conversation.
mhm.
So I hope you guys learned something and maybe you guys have a better idea of using this tool in making routines, getting food suggestions, using it for work, job interviews, and the like.
Yes. And then if we can, let's read off maybe just a few more shout outs
Yeah.
before we start closing things
Yeah.
off and talking about our upcoming and previous activities that we're have.
So from Sister Portia, shout out Sister Portia, shout out to Rome and Rowie and Karik, hashtag Salinas, gotta love Salinas. Happy wedding anniversary! Wow.
Sister
So we get a
Portia.
happy wedding anniversary for Sister Portia and Brother Rick.
Happy anniversary, Paul. we love that, Paul. And then we have Sister Nikki Custodia. Can I give a shout out to all the 4 of you? He. And then Sister Kayla also mentioned happy wedding anniversary, Paul, to Rick and Sister Portia.
Yeah.
Yes, happy anniversary. If you have any other anniversaries that's coming up this month or even the next, feel free to comment and we'll be able to definitely shout them out.
I believe there was an anniversary for one of the locales. I saw it earlier. It was I believe it was Alaska. So shout out, happy anniversary to Alaska.
Oh yeah. Alaska. Shout out to Alaska. Yes, I think they're coming up next after this broadcast.
Yes.
But yes, we're going to be talking about now. We're going to be having our upcoming CFO activities. So we have a lot of upcoming CFO activities. If Kuya Tech can be able to post them up, we have our Union City, July 12th. I believe this is going to be actually coming up. Our stretching activity for Union City at Fremont Functional at 1:30 p.m. Feel free to bring your stretching clothes. If you can go to the next slide, we have our San Jose Saturday, July 12th, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 at the Gutierrez Residence, the team building activity. And then we have our next upcoming activities.
Oh, I believe that's it, Brother Miguel.
Oh yes.
We're just so excited
I
about
know
it.
it's activities, but yes, I actually have some activities on right here. So this upcoming Sunday, we have our finance officer special gathering at Fremont Chapel, and then we have our Union City, San Jose, and then we have our CFO activity on the end of the month towards the 27th. Yes.
Yeah.
So very much so, we have a lot of different activities, especially for the preparation for our anniversary Thanksgiving, and happy anniversary to pre-anniversary celebration for those that are watching. And before we kind of end things off, I would love to ask our panelists and even Brother Glean, our host, do you have any shout outs you would love to give out before we kind of close things off before tonight episodes end?
Shout out always our tech for INCRadio. Shout out my mom. Shout out Salinas, and shout out to this wonderful panel tonight. It was an amazing conversation we had tonight.
Shout out to you, Brother Green.
Yes. And then what about you, Sister Nikki? Do you have any shout outs?
Yes, shout out to the local San Jose. And you guys are watching, always supporting. Thank you so much, local San Jose.
Okay. And then what about you, Brother Michael?
Shout out to all the graduates that graduated this year,
Oh,
especially
yes.
those looking for a job. I know it's a scary time right now with this whole entire AI phase coming in, but you guys got this. Keep going at it, doing interview prep. Use ChatGPT or Google Gemini to help you. And also to shout out my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be in the field I am. And so, I'd like to thank them for all they've done.
Okay. And then before I give my shout out, I'd love to give a shout out to Kasani. He was on a couple episodes ago, but he mentioned in a comment that they have automotive basic car at Salinas Chapel parking lot 7/12, 2025 at 10 to 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Yes, that's super cool.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna bring my car there. And for my shout out to everyone is everyone that is joining us tonight every Friday night at 10 p.m. Huge shout out to those that are continue to watch every Friday night. We love the audience, we love the participation, and we love those that continue to always comment and always mention in the chat. And
Quick, squeeze this out real quick. Also again from Sister Glenda. Belated happy birthday, Kalisa and Kamaricel, Kafibi and Kare of #Salinas.
the birthday celebrants of
Happy
Lots of
birthday.
this
lots of birthdays and
month.
anniversaries in
Yes.
Salinas.
Yes, and then shout out brother Marlon. Hey. With the emoji of a heart emoji. Thanks for that shout out. Okay, before we end things off, we love to be able to start our conclusion. We have our ways to tune in, beloved brethren. We have our YouTube at INCRadio DZEM 954. We have our social media. We have our Iglesia Ni Cristo news and updates on Facebook, Instagram at INC Media News and Updates. We also like to thank, of course, our church administration, our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo Manalo. And we also like to thank our district staff for continuing to always support us. We first like to thank our district supervising minister, Kad Noel Ascasmen. We also like to thank our assistant district supervising minister, Kad Jason Dulalas, our senior overseer, Kad Mark Anthony Manuel, and our multimedia advisor, Kad Francis Valencia. And we also like to thank especially our INCradio crew, Kuya Tech, Brother Manley, and Brother Wally, our station manager.
Yes.
And of course, we like to thank everybody that continues to watch us on INCradio for every Friday.
Yes.
Before we go, do you have anything like to say?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, and hopefully we get to see you on INC Radio. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.
See you next episode.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.